All right, so how do you pick songs if this is brand new to you? All right, if you are the very first worship leader from your youth group, your youth leader has asked you to lead, you've done the hard work of learning an instrument, and it's going to be you up there, maybe a couple others, but they've never sung before. Where do you start? Well, this is a really, really exciting place to be because you can really pick anything. But there's a couple things that you want to think about. The songs that you select are going to create a worship culture in your youth group, which is really, really exciting to think about and also should make you a little bit scared, okay? Because you want the style and the song selection that you pick in order to be a reflection of the people in your group, but you also want to push them forward in their relationship with God as well. All right. And so if your group is a lot more reserved, and then you come out there with really, really aggressive, so I throw up my hands and praise you again and again, you want people to actually feel the freedom to raise their hands. And so if you don't have a hand raising group yet, maybe doing gratitude right off the bat isn't the right song to do. Now, one of the wonderful tools that is out there for you is CCLI's Top 100 Songs. Now, CCLI is a licensing company. If your church is doing worship music, especially modern worship music, and not using a hymnal, you really need to have a CCLI license because that is how you pay royalties to the songwriters of these songs. And CCLI takes care of all of the hard work behind that. You just pay once a year for that. And so it's the right thing to do. Have a conversation with your church. Make sure that they're on CCLI. You can go to ccli.com or songselect.ccli.com in order to find their top 100 list. I think you can find that even if you don't have an account with them. Now, this is the top 100 songs that have been used over the last month or the last couple of weeks or that very week maybe. I don't know how often they shuffle these songs up, but it gives you a really good idea of what other churches are singing. Now, that being said, you don't necessarily want to just do what other churches are doing, all right? You don't want to just default to the popular church down the road likes this song, so I'm going to do that too. You don't have to do that. You can do songs that maybe aren't popular, songs that are B cuts or deep cuts or just on a worship playlist that you found on Spotify. That's really great to find those songs and do those because it helps your church have like a unique identity, and especially in a youth group, your youth group can have a unique identity. What I've found is the worst strategy is to go on K-Love and listen to the music that they're playing there and then be like, this is going to be our worship set because everybody's familiar with it. Nobody in your youth group is listening to Christian radio, okay? They're just not. Everybody's listening to Spotify. They've all got their unique tastes, and so you want to grab some songs that maybe everybody knows, but outside of that, you can help curate a very unique and specific playlist of songs that your church can become familiar with. And that's your job as a lead worshiper for your youth group. You can help curate that list, okay? Now, the reason why I tell you CCLI's Top 100 Songs is a good place to go is because it is a good place to go. These songs have been vetted by thousands and thousands and thousands of churches. You can pretty much guarantee that they're going to be good theologically. You can pretty much guarantee that they're going to be very singable. You can pretty much guarantee that they're going to be sticky, which means that people are going to be able to remember the melodies and some of the lyrics throughout the course of the week. And you can pretty much guarantee that everybody in your youth group, if they like the song, will be easily able to find it on their own. All right, those four things are very, very, very helpful. Okay, so this is a good safe place to start. I don't think you should stay in CCLI's Top 100, but if you're just getting started, it's a really good place to go through and scroll through and find songs that you think, oh man, this would really resonate with my church. This really helps with my church's identity. That being said, if you're doing this during a particular time of the year, if you're doing this during Thanksgiving, you're going to find some Thanksgiving-based songs, maybe from the 80s or 90s, that churches have started to do because it's their tradition to always sing this song at Thanksgiving. And those songs will always pop up in CCLI's Top 100, but for a very short amount of time. So just keep them in mind if you're looking around the holidays on this list. Again, you don't want to stay here all the time, but it's a great place to start.